Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff, and as always also published on Rumble, extra support in these sites here. And just a quick note, my internet issues I think finally are resolved. Was intermittent issues, but finally the technicians came and basically they figured out that the fiber cable was broken on their part. So yeah, now it's fixed. Got speedy internet again. It was quite throttled the speeds and everything, and it went down and then get back on. So I think it's mainly because the fiber cable. Now I can resume properly because I spent today basically without nothing to do except for I managed to start doing some recordings on some gaming series. But yeah, after the unboxing videos come out, I think 3 more are still to come. I think I will start doing the gaming series as I explained in here, channel update from around 1 day ago, give or take. Afterwards I will start to do like around 2-3 videos per week with the gaming series and see how it goes in terms of the pipeline of what I have to do with my work and the free time, and try to conjunction and see how it goes. Hopefully it will go well. We're on 2-3 videos per week in the gaming series, and of course the gaming news will continue daily. I secured that slot in my schedule to do, except for today because internet issues, not my fault. So so we got a lot of stuff to go. While I had the internet, I just tried to check like quick news. Assumingly, this AMD is going to announce later today in Europe's time, because Gamescom is in Germany at the moment. My time is already like the end of the day, 8 o'clock in the evening. But yeah, supposedly later we should have like proper announcement, but there is already like all the spec sheets are out, what they are going to announce. I suppose they will do like an event per se talking about this. I'm not going to dwell too much. It basically confirms a lot of the rumors basically that we've been talking about. Supposedly FSR3 will also come announced with more details and everything. I will leave. Meantime, I managed to watch hardware unbox video covering this. Seems pretty comprehensive. They try to get more proper explanations and quotes from AMD itself to get ahead of this kind of a thing, and I think it's well worth watching. I will leave a description, the link of the video in the description. But yeah, an overall thing. 7800 XT and 7700 XT. This is priced for 50, I think, and this price is 500, give or take. Yeah. For euros, okay, I just got confused because of the euro stuff. Yeah, in dollars, $550, 7700 XT, and basically $500 the 7800 XT. In terms of performance, I don't know. We will have to wait for reviews, of course. I always prefer to wait to get a better view, but you can see it's a lot of gaps, huge gaps in terms of especially of the Navi 31 and 32, how they deal with the compute units. So around almost 24 compute units, full Navi 32, supposedly full Navi 32 die here operational, and then a cut down version with less with 6 less compute units. And then we have like a huge gap again for the Navi 33, 32 compute units. I don't know if they're going to put something in the middle. And here we have the 7900 GRE, which is I don't know, 70 something compute units. I'm not sure, but still, but at least the 7700 XT has 12 gigabytes. I think they are trying to compete with a 4060 Ti, 16 gigabytes in terms of performance, and it's a little bit lower than that GPU. And the 7800 XT is going to try to compete with the 4070 non-Ti version, It has 4 more VRAM gigabytes, but yeah, the only kind of performance charts that we have it's from AMD itself, so I don't trust it. Might give us a rough idea what they're trying to achieve, but yeah, it is what it is. For now on, I will wait for in-depth reviews from the proper reviewers, Hardware Unbox, Gamers Nexus, not Linus Tech Tips for sure. But yeah, the usual guys, even J2 Sense, to have like a rough idea what his idea is of the GPU itself. But yeah, now we have all the full details. It falls basically in line with everything that people will talking about, at least in the overall scheme of things. But yeah, well, at least we got the price, and in those reviews I'm going to pay attention on the how it performs price per frame. I think it's a better reference here because of the naming schemes. Don't fall for the naming schemes. I think we are better suited for price per frame to a certain degree. I think it's more suited at this moment, at least for this generation, than to fall in line with the because of the naming scheme. But yeah, regarding that, supposedly the FSR3 will launch this fall. Again, coming soon. Basically 10 months after the announcement of the technology, still we don't have a proper launch date of this, but okay. The good thing that it seems to be supporting, because this is basically from the driver side, FSR, is 5000 GPU series and above, and of course recommended it's 6000 and above, so that's last generation, this generation, and even Nvidia from 20 series is supported. But yeah, we will see how it goes. Also, in the other unbox of the coverage of the AMD, they talk a little bit of the FSR3 and the more technical side. If you are interested in knowing how it might basically trying to demystify this fluid motion frames and all of this mumbo jumbo that they always try to put out to seem very high-end tech and something different from the competition, but it's the same thing. And how the only thing that is different is how it's implemented, because Nvidia implements it at least from the game engine side, and AMD implements from the driver side, basically, to a certain degree. This is my perception. I'm not an engineer on this kind of thing, so this is my perception. But yeah, that video it's like a 15-minute video, give or take, so it gives you a good comprehensive explanation of what to expect on this launch and this technology, FSR3. Now for gaming games, which is my main thing here, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, we talked about yesterday of BioWare laying off around 50 people, and now they are targeting for the summer of 2024 at the earliest, but supposedly maybe late 2024. It's more likely. Yeah, we shall see. You got also the Mass Effect is still in pre-production. They're shortening the studio size, so supposedly it's more agile, so supposedly it will work better in terms of how it can deal with the Dragon Age stuff, Dreadwolf, which supposedly is going to launch before Mass Effect 5, let's call it. We don't have a number, but yeah, let's see how it goes. This is basically like a leak from a Grub guy. He does a podcast. I think this guy does and gives. It's like an insider kind of a thing here. I think he usually gets things right in the studio system. But yeah, expect maybe 1 year from now more confirmation regarding the launch of this game. We got some news regarding also Stalker 2 from Gamescom. They launched the trailer. It seems to be an in-game trailer here. Seems pretty okay. But yeah, it's a teaser trailer. Got some bolts and bullets kind of a thing here, which is like very focused on combat. But yeah, it seems pretty good. Let's see how we take advantage of the... I think this is already in Unreal Engine 5, the game, because I think they delayed it to in a certain time frame to put it on Unreal Engine 5, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, they say visuals not the level of early teasers. I don't know which early teasers they're referring to, because at least the idea that I had that they were all in CGI trailers. I don't remember seeing like in-game footage. I think this is the first time that I saw one. The environment seems excellent. I don't know if they're going to meanwhile take advantage of this delay to fine-tune these kind of things. I don't know if it is possible or not. We will see. But at least seems to be ongoing, and they are working on the game to finalize it and release it on the first quarter next year. So we still got a few months for them to prepare everything, or to prepare everything. I don't know how I came up with that word, preparate, but to prep everything to the launch, and hopefully everything gets out and smooth. Also, late last night I was doing some stuff, and there is a 4K oh my god, Alan Wake 2 gameplay. Pretty comprehensive. This one is like 14 minutes or so. Pretty interesting. It gives you a rough idea how you deal with the gameplay, at least from Alan Wake's perspective, in terms of the horror elements there, how supposedly there is like a lamplight or lampshade. This thingy here that he uses to switch up between what I can perceive it's like the story as it develops, because it's the mechanics very interesting. You have like like a board where it is like your similar to Sherlock Holmes, who has the mind palace or whatever it is. It has got the writer's board in his head. Basically, I think it's how they try to represent his imagination inside his head, and then how he's trying to manipulate the story as it's been written with the different options that you can have. Of course, this can be free for all. It's very narrative driven, but you can see some of the aspects here and how it influences the gameplay itself. Seems pretty interesting, really. And of course, the graphic fidelity is very good. Even if it was not 4K, you can see there is care on the graphic fidelity. Their engine, I forgot which engine it is. It's a proprietary engine, I think. It's their engine basically. I forget which engine it is. I'm sorry, but I know it's their own engine from Remedy. I think it's an upgraded version from Control, which is good. It already was a good engine at the time when it came, but I think they upgraded for this game. Very interesting. Even when he is in New York City, how all the postcards and everything, you can check that it's like references to the game itself. If you read carefully, it's kind of funny to a certain degree if it's not on a horror game. But yeah, I like it very much. I hope this video is still up. I'm not sure if it is unlisted, this one, but it's like a leaked footage here. I don't know if it's from the presentation or something like that, but yeah, it's very good. I recommend it. We got also oh my god, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon Fextralife review. Yeah, pretty good. I'm not sure if I saw the video. I watch a lot of Armored Core 6 reviews. They are all kind of in tune with this 8.5 and above kind of deal. Then depends on how people like more or less the game. The story is it's told as it's supposed to a certain degree, because you're basically just a blank slate and everything has to be delivered for you through mission debriefings and briefings. So I think it's the better way to do this. But yeah, gameplay is always top notch from all the reviewers. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you. If you like Armored Core or kind of a mech games that are more fast than the usual stuff, I think this is one they delivered from software. Also today I managed to get this finally, the patch out. Oh my god, patch 1 from Baldur's Gate 3, the one that is going to fix at least 1000 bugs, is out now with a lot of improvements. So it's basically a proper patch, not a quick fix or hot fix as they called it. And the patch number 2 should be coming up soon with performance improvements. Hopefully so, because I think the later you play, there is kind of a throttle in performance, so, ever so slightly. Mainly because I think you start getting more environments with more NPCs and more stuff, and gets a little bit throttled down on the performance in some setups. But yeah, got a lot of stuff here. 1000 fixes, bugs, and everything. It's a lot. Also, we got No Man's Sky Echoes update supposedly is available now. I'm not going to read it through because this comes from the official site. It's like mechanical life forms, outlaw capital ships, battles and everything. Then you can see I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm scrolling, I'm still scrolling, and still scrolling, and almost there. Come on, bug fixes, a lot of bug fixes. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. But yeah, it seems that they did a pretty good job on adding more content and fixing a lot of stuff that it wasn't fixed per se. So it's good to see that they're continuing to support this game after all these times, since 2016 I think, when the game is launched. So and the game seems pretty enjoyable now, from some time now, but it's seems to getting better. So I think if there is, of course, gaming deal, I will sure let you know. Also, there is Jusant. I spoke about this game briefly. Seems pretty interesting. The thing is, you're supposed to climb up and use the environmental puzzle, sorry, to climb up the wall to kind of a thing here. Now we have a new trailer, also a new trailer released, and with a release date here. I'm sorry, a little bit thing. I need to get some dinner here. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, seems pretty good, pretty interesting how they're going about it. It's got a very specific art style to it. But yeah, let's see how it goes in terms of reviews and everything. So we might as now wait for the game to launch and get the reviews on it, because it's again an indie game. We'll see how it goes in terms of reviews, if people cover this game or not. And lastly, we got Luna Abyss Incarcerate trailer. Seems like a story trailer here. I forgot, I watched this trailer, I forgot who's who, Aileen and Fox. I don't know if this is Aileen or Fox, or I suppose Fox is you. Makes a little bit more sense. I don't know why. And Aileen is this thing here, because this is a giant head. Seems we got a little bit more context on what it is. Seems you are like a prisoner here. You are incarcerated, and suppose you have to explore the world to reduce your sentence, something like this. At least that's the main gist that I got from here. But yeah, still, I'm not sure regarding. Yeah, release date has to be announced. That was the impression that I got. But yeah, I didn't have time to check gaming deals for today. It's still the same thing, supposedly. Nothing should have changed. You got the Gamescom kind of game list there. I might leave the Steam page from that, but I don't see any kind of changes from last 2 days in terms of gaming deals. Nothing was about to expire from what I announced, so I please refer to you for those last two videos from that had the gaming deals here. And yeah, this is for today. I'm sorry it's been that late, but again, internet went out and I was kind of stressed out now, and managed to launch today a video, and basically I managed. Let's see how it goes. If nothing falters, everything should be back to normal, at least from my end. Regarding the gaming news, the rest of the unboxings, and I will start recording hopefully more games, more episodes, so I can have a backlog just in case I cannot manage to record or have time to record, and see how it goes in terms of launches. I cannot promise. I will try to arrange like a fixed weekly day for these launches. I'll have to study in my schedule how I can fit all of these things. But yeah, again, hopefully you're enjoying. A lot of content now. It's a little bit messy until I figure out everything, but everything seems to be on schedule of in the next week or so. During the next week, everything starts to come out more fluidly, to lack of a better term here, so I can try to figure out with my weekly kind of work schedule and free time, because again, I'm a freelancer, I don't have a fixed schedule work, so it's a little bit harder for me to get a fixed time for me to do what I want to do for the channel. But I will try not to burn myself out with this with this. But yeah, gaming news always will come up. 4K now, every content is 4K for sure. If it's not, I will let you know. The unboxes are not, because the footage from my cell phone, so bear with me. But yeah, I hope you had a full day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.